The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he's in prison. The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. A man who lies to himself and believes his own lies becomes unable to recognize truth, either in himself or in anyone else, and he ends up losing respect for himself and for others. When he has no respect for anyone, he can no longer love, and, in order to divert himself, having no love in him, he yields to his impulses, indulges in the lowest forms of pleasure, and behaves in the end like an animal. And it all comes from lying to others and to yourself. Nothing in this world is harder than speaking the truth, nothing easier than flattery. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise. Love the animals, love the plants, love everything. If you love everything, you will perceive the divine mystery in things. Once you perceive it, you will begin to comprehend it better every day, and you will come at last to love the whole world with an all-embracing love. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. And if there's love, you can do without happiness too. To love another person is to see them as God intended them to be. Deprived of meaningful work, men and women lose their reason for existence. They go stark, raving mad. To think too much is a disease. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. If you want to overcome the whole world, overcome yourself. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. Be the sun and all will see you. If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself. Only by that, only by self-respect will you compel others to respect you. If you wish to glimpse inside a human soul and get to know a man, just watch him laugh. If he laughs well, he's a good man. Wealth is the number of things one can do without. But how could you live and have no story to tell? He who masters the gray every day is a hero. Man has it all in his hands, and it all slips through his fingers from sheer cowardice. Only the heart knows how to find what is precious. There is immeasurably more left inside than what comes out in words. Life is paradise, and we are all in paradise, but we refuse to see it. Only through suffering can we find ourselves. Lying to ourselves is more deeply ingrained than lying to others. The cleverest of all, in my opinion, is the man who calls himself a fool at least once a month. Totally without hope one cannot live. To live without hope is to cease to live. Hell is hopelessness. It is no accident that above the entrance to Dante's hell is the inscription, "Leave behind all hope, you who enter here." If you love all things, you will also attain the divine mystery that is in all things, for then your ability to perceive the truth will grow every day, and your mind will open itself to an all-embracing love. The man who is happy is fulfilling the purpose of existence. Everything passes, only truth remains. Man only likes to count his troubles, but he does not count his joys. Talking nonsense is man's only privilege that distinguishes him from all other organisms. Nature doesn't ask your permission, it doesn't care about your wishes, or whether you like its laws or not, so you're obliged to accept it as it is, and consequently all its results as well. It seems, in fact, as though the second half of a man's life is made up of nothing but the habits he has accumulated during the first half. A man who lies to himself and believes his own lies becomes unable to recognize truth, either in himself or in anyone else, and he ends up losing respect for himself and for others. When reason fails, the devil helps. Happiness does not lie in happiness, but in the achievement of it. Taking a new step is what people fear most. There are things which a man is afraid to tell even to himself, and every decent man has a number of such things stored away in his mind. One can know a man from his laugh, and if you like a man's laugh before you know anything of him, you may confidently say that he is a good man. One must first learn to live oneself before one blames others. One must love life before loving its meaning, yes, and when the love of life disappears, no meaning can console us. Life is in ourselves and not in the external. There is no explaining anything by reasoning, so it is useless to reason.